Hey, what's up guys, Rip here. So today we're going to be reporting on some more bad news for Ubisoft. It's starting to feel like February when there was daily bad news about Niji Sanji and AnyColor, but with Ubisoft, this has really been going on all year, but intensified over the past couple of weeks. And today we're going to go over some bad news for Assassin's Creed Shadows because Ubisoft gave us our biggest preview of the game yet, and a lot of people are clowning on it. Now, before we get into that, I am happy to share that my code with AdvancedGG is boosted by 40% for this weekend. Use code REV at checkout to get 40% off your order. The only thing excluded from this deal is the new Ramune collection, but you can use the link in the pinned comment to check out my collection, which has a new shaker and a new flavor jar, and you can check out anything else on that website. Just make sure to use code REV at checkout to save 40%. You'll find all of the relevant information in the pinned comment, and this is a great chance to check out or restock on AdvancedGG. So this year, there's been two main projects Ubisoft has been ensuring their investors will succeed. The first is Star Wars Outlaws, which recently released, and it's been an absolute disaster. And that release coincided with a massive drop in their stock price, resulting in a very serious set of demands from a group of investors who are demanding a radical shift in the company, or they might use French minority law to collect enough shareholders to initiate the sale process of Ubisoft. And literally hours after that happened, another set of news came out that we covered in yesterday's video. The fact that for years, there has been a Ubisoft mentorship program that has explicitly excluded men from applying. So another terrible look. And right after that happened, right after my video released, we got some big updates regarding the other big title for Ubisoft this year, and that is Assassin's Creed Shadows. We haven't heard a lot about Assassin's Creed Shadows recently. In fact, the only real thing we heard was a rumor that they couldn't even sell 1,000 pre-orders from 900 stores, which is crazy. But yesterday, Ubisoft on their official account released their Assassin's Creed Shadows World trailer. Now, how is this received by gamers? Absolutely horribly. You can see the like-dislike ratio, and it's for a whole host of reasons that we're going to get into in a second, but let's see a small snippet from this trailer. So there's a particular sequence of this trailer that people are clowning on. It's going to happen when Yasuke is riding on his horse, and pay close attention to the feet of the horse as it's moving. Let me play that back a little bit slower in case you cannot see. Watch how it's walking. Or should I say, gliding. That horse is moonwalking, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, a lot of people have been making fun of this. You can see it here again. It's not great for a AAA release. Also consider how ironic it is that a lot of games journalists are praising the trailer itself, saying it's the most advanced game yet, and yet you have this horse moonwalking. Like maybe they paid too much attention to these stunning backgrounds and not enough attention to the close-up details. But anyways, as per usual with a Ubisoft trailer on YouTube, the comment section is gold. And let's read a few comments. So the first one, of course, says, I clicked on this trailer just to read the comments. The next one says, the horse is walking like Michael Jackson on stage. The next one says, all right, Ubisoft, you won. I will replay Ghost of Tsushima one more time. And this last one saying, good job, Ubisoft. As a Chinese, I'm impressed you got the scenarios in ancient China perfectly right as a foreign company. This game is set in Japan. Oh, yes. For those who don't know, a lot of criticism has come out from the initial sneak peeks of this game. A lot of people pointing out that a game set in feudal Japan has a lot of Chinese aesthetics to it, which is obviously a bad look for Ubisoft, who claims they did so much research on Japanese culture. But here's another set of comments saying the horse was moonwalking away, just like the Ubisoft investors. Ubisoft stock price minus 23.38% in the past 5 days. And I forgot to hit translate to English on this comment, but I'm sure whatever it is good. So, true, very true comment. And the last one here says, it could be your last chance, but you turned it into your last dance, Ubi. So, yeah, a lot of people are looking at the trailer, especially the small errors there, and saying, what's going on for a AAA release like this with a bundle that is $130 on pre-order? Absolutely insane stuff. And think about it too. It's not just like someone played through some of the game and found some bugs, what have you, and then posted on YouTube. This is an official trailer. Someone saw that and said, yup, everything looks good. Like, how did they not pick up on such a very visible mistake? I mean, they could have even cropped it out, right? Just a very bad look. However, the other thing is on social media, you have the other Assassin's Creed accounts posting the various snippets and previews, and people are clowning that on that as well. And on top of that, for some reason, there's only one hidden reply on any of the accounts, and it's this one. So I guess this one got a little under the skin of Assassin's Creed Shadows. But anyways, obviously the trailer's being very negatively received for some of the expected gameplay, but also there's more to it. We know there's more to it. It's not just about what we saw in the trailer. It's all of the drama surrounding this game and Ubisoft. We've seen the many different controversies, the fact that they're trying to rewrite history to portray Yasuke as a samurai, and this has upset a lot of Japanese gamers, and even Japanese politicians have gotten involved in the situation. We saw the merch scandal, where essentially Ubisoft slapped their logo on some pre-existing One Piece merch that was on Amazon and tried to sell it off as like official Assassin's Creed Shadows merch. It's all really, really bad, but the main problem is they can't make up their mind. For a company that is obsessed with the identity of their employees, they don't have an identity for their game. They can't figure out what they want to do with Assassin's Creed, and in particular with one of the main characters, Yasuke. Is he actually historically accurate or not? Ubisoft can't make up their minds. In fact, we got another statement just yesterday from the development team regarding this issue. This was an interview with Eurogamer, where they said, of course, we're making creative choices. It's a video game. And here's the extended quote saying, "We've paid a lot of attention to stay as respectful as possible to Japanese culture, but creative choices are made on our side. Based on all the discussions we had with our own group of experts, we're confident with how the game will be received." And one of those experts many people fear is Thomas Lockley, but we'll get into that in a second. So they're right here saying, or giving the impression that yes, they want to respect Japanese culture, but it's a video game at the end of the day and they're going to make creative choices. That shows that they don't really want to be historically accurate, which is odd because earlier this year, developers were coming out and saying that they wanted this game to faithfully depict real historical figures. However, it looks like they got their research from Thomas Lockley in this absolute 400-page dumpster fire where a author tries to claim with no evidence that Yasuke was a samurai, among some other ridiculous claims. This book has been absolutely trashed by Japanese historians. It is a mockery, but it seems like that was the basis that Ubisoft used to create their main protagonist here. And then, due to that backlash back in July, Assassin's Creed on their official account would make a very important statement where they would have this overall authenticity efforts section where they say it's never been their intention in any Assassin's Creed game to have factual representations of history. So they flip-flop right here, and then only a few weeks later they do it again. But at that time, journalists were coming out and saying Assassin's Creed doesn't care about historical accuracy and you shouldn't either. But that was further made even more confusing when in early August, a different developer would come out and say they want the game to be as authentic as possible. And then, exactly 1 month to the day from that, we have the most recent statement with Eurogamer, where they're saying, oh, well, we want to respect the culture, but we got to make creative choices. It's a video game after all. Very confusing stuff. Obviously, they're all over the place, and that's just making them look even worse. They can't even stick with a direction on this, whether they want to be historically accurate or not. And now, the next stage, we have a few months until the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows. We're going to be seeing some reviews. And obviously, you know all the usual suspects in the games journalist scene will be getting copies of this. We know that they're very close with Ubisoft, and they're going to be telling you what to expect about this game that they've been hyping up and defending nonstop for most of this year. So, as this article suggests, it's time to start trusting video game reviewers. No, it is not. Do not trust the reviewers, especially if they are from these games journalism networks. They are not to be trusted, especially when it comes to reviewing games made by Ubisoft. But at the end of the day, that is the latest look, the clearest look we've had at Assassin's Creed Shadows so far, and it doesn't look great. A lot of people are clowning on this, and a lot of people are still very upset with the handling of this game and Japanese history. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comments section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.